Yo, it's Woodboy Gee, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
Come back to Ballin. Might open up my trap, they done got back to calling. Back to tricking, might go and bust my wrist and just like half a chicken.
All right, so we got the one and only Woodboy Gee jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, man.
You already know what's going on.
Man, I'm feeling great. How about yourself today, man?
Good, I'm feeling good, feeling good.
Yeah, man, we long overdue for this too, man. So I'm happy he's sitting here on the porch with us today.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, man. You want to go ahead and shout out your people sitting up there with you today too?
Man, this is my boy Black. You know what I'm saying? Security driver, Black Label Services. If you ever need, you know what I'm saying, you hit him up. And this is my little cousin, man. He, you know what I'm saying, fresh off paper, so I put him on the road with me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, let him hang out this time. He ain't never been able to come hang out. So
for real?
Nah.
Yeah, let him experience some new shit.
He got off papers yesterday. I put him in the truck, told him we going to the A. So.
Good show, man. Yeah. Have you been doing anything else since you've been in the city, or are you just in and out with it?
Man, we got here last night. We got here kind of late, though. I wanted to go out, but, you know, shit, had to come get this done.
Yeah. Now, do you come to Atlanta pretty often, or not too much?
I used to have a spot up in Brookhaven.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, once my baby mama got pregnant, she didn't want to stay up here by herself, so I had to let my spot go. But I'm probably gonna be back up this way soon for sure.
Okay. How do you like the vibes here in Atlanta? How does it compare to back home? You know, in
I fuck with it. You can hang out, but it's more like during the day you can kind of live regular. Then when the sun go down, you can kind of pop it a little bit. In Florida, like Miami and shit, it's kind of an all day thing, so that shit'll get tiring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I saw, I think it was the end of last year or the beginning of this year, you was out there in New York, man. Mm-hmm. So how you like moving around to these different cities, you know, being able to, you know, promo yourself?
I mean, this is my first promo run, really. Like, I ain't never, like you said, we long overdue. I ain't never did none of this stuff, so I'm enjoying it. I mean, you know, the other platforms that I was on, it was pretty cool to share my story with them or whatever, and shit, I'm here now.
Yeah. So you like being around?
Yeah, we moving around. Yeah, I like it. It ain't no pressure. It's better than being in the street.
No, absolutely, man. So, you know, you're from St. Pete, man, St. Petersburg, Florida. So for folks that are watching this, never been to the Burg, man, like talk about the culture, the way of life down there, man.
The way of life in St. Pete is it's like a eat up, be eating type of city. Like, you either gonna hustle and try to make it out, or you gonna be content and stay there and take care of your family. It ain't nothing wrong with having to stay in the city, but the people that stay in the city, they real grinders, real hustlers. They trying to take care of their family. Then you got some people that can make it out doing various things like playing sports or rapping. You know what I'm saying? So it's probably like what everybody else from, unless you from Houston, Miami, Vegas, or LA. It's probably the same thing as every other neighborhood, every other city in the world.
Yeah, it's like St. Pete's small, like area size, but there's still a lot of people out there.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. That's why I said, and then you know it's right next to Tampa, so if we do want to congregate or go out or something, we just slide 15 minutes to Tampa.
Yeah.
Ain't no pressure.
Do you feel like there's a big difference between Tampa and St. Pete?
I feel like it used to be, but I don't think it is no more. I think, you know, everybody from Tampa and St. Pete kind of get along and coexist because, like I said, the area is so close.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how Atlanta got all these surrounding cities but people still say they from Atlanta. It's like the same thing, but, you know, we separate Tampa and St. Pete, but we mess with each other.
Yeah, it's just a bridge that separates.
It's just a bridge, that's it.
Yeah, that's why they call it Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Everyone. Bay Area. Yeah, the Bay Area, man. Yeah. So, are you from the south side of St. Pete?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, everything I know about St. Pete and the south side, it's treacherous, man.
Yeah, it's treacherous,
That's a tough place to make it out of, too.
Yeah, man. It is. You just gotta, like I say, you gotta stay focused. Like, to be honest, it ain't too many people that did music that made it out, and it ain't too many athletes that made it out. But the ones that did, they focused. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my advice to anybody from a small city or a city that's not a major city. If you want to make it out of it, you just got to be focused.
No, that's real. Yeah. And going back to your childhood, like what were you into as a kid? Were you always into sports? Were you always into music? Or?
I was always into sports. I'm a sports fanatic. I argue with you all day about Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Jordan.
So who's your GOAT then, man, in basketball?
My GOAT, Jordan. Even though I'm all-time Kobe now. If I like Kobe over Jordan, but I know the game. Like, I'm a real Stephen A. Smith type of dude, so I know Jordan the best. And I know LeBron second. I ain't even gonna count like that. I know LeBron second.
Bro, I feel like people gonna be arguing this shit to the
That's gonna be all. This gonna be forever, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be forever.
And so when would you say you jumped off the porch all the way?
I jumped off the porch probably when I was like 16. Cause I had my head in the books. Like, I was real smart. I always got good grades, and I always kept my shit together, so I was able to stay on the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then it's like when you start wearing a size 8, 9, 10 in shoes and 32 in pants, and you want this and you want that. Mom's telling you like, I got bills to pay, car notes to pay. I can't get you a $400 Jordan outfit. So once you realize and you old enough to understand, moms ain't gonna buy that, then you start trying to go get it yourself. And my jump off the porch wasn't on no violent shit. It was just more like, shit, I'm out here trying to get me some money so I could come to school and, yeah, I'm trying to come to school with the same kind of shoes and clothes everybody else got. And it ain't that my people ain't have it, it's just my mama was more focused on her priorities too, you know what I'm saying? Like paying her bills, making sure she own her stuff. You know what I'm saying? My mama don't pay no rent.
Huh.
She ain't paid rent probably since I was born.
For real?
Yeah, cause the house she live in now, the same house she been living in since I was born.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was your pops around, or was it just?
They married.
Okay.
Yeah, so they don't fuck off.
Yeah. And you got any siblings, or you the only kid?
I got 2 older brothers and a younger sister.
Okay.
I got 2 older brothers and a younger sister. I look up to one of my oldest brother. That's who made me start rapping.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he was the rapper. I was the athlete. He was the one. He was an all right athlete, and I was the athlete. You know what I'm saying? But once he started rapping, you know, everybody wanted to be like their older brothers.
Yeah.
You know how that go.
And you was playing what, football?
Yeah, football all my life. I played football from 4 years old to 18 years old, nonstop. Never missed a year.
Did you get any scholarships or anything to go?
When I was in high school, I had a lot of interest, but I think, you know, back when I was coming out of high school, you had to have size on you.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm only 5'8", 5'9", 165 now. I can't do nothing with them boys at Alabama and Auburn, so I had to go and find my own route. But shout out to the boy, shout out to the football players. A couple of my dogs in the league, Dante Fowler.
Okay.
Marquez Valdez Scantlin. I know Shaquille Griffin. You know, a lot of people from my city that I grew up playing sports with went to the league, but them boys ended up being 6'1", 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So they do their thing, but they salute me, I salute them. Different professions.
What position were you playing in high school?
In high school, I played corner. My whole life, I played running back until I got to high school. When I got to high school, I started trying to trying to start talking to girls and stuff. So I didn't want to sit at the lunch table and argue about who's starting at running back. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just play defense. Yeah. And that's how I was able to kind of just float through high school. I started though.
Oh shit. So
Yeah,
you was cold with it, huh?
Yeah, I was cold. I was cold my whole life. I just ain't, you know, nigga ain't get 6 foot, 200 pounds. My mom and my daddy, they my size. So if you want an NFL player, you gotta go get you a big baby mama, big body.
Did you end up going to college after school, or did you even consider?
No,
it?
I did one semester at St. Pete College.
Okay.
I could have did college though, cause I was real smart. I always had good grades and shit. I think music and trapping just kind of got in the way of school. But I mean, everything kind of happened for a reason, cause I mean, shit, I'm here right now doing this. Yeah. So it gotta be, you know, it had to be perfect for me. The route was made.
For sure. Yeah, it's all about that perfect time,
Yeah.
man. Yeah. So going back to when you first jumped off the porch, did you have any guidance out there? Like your older brothers trying to tell you?
Hell yeah. That's why a lot of the things that's going on right now in the streets, I don't partake in, cause I always tell my homeboys and my little cousins and stuff, the people who taught me like what you supposed to do and not do out here, they taught me the real rules to this shit. So when I don't twist them or bend them for nobody, not even them. Like if he do something right now and to you, and he ain't supposed to do it, I'm gonna tell him like, cuz, you weren't supposed to do that. I ain't with you right or wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's ignorant. Yeah. I'm gonna tell your ass like, yeah, boy, you just violated, and you need to handle that. You feel me? So yeah, my shit I'm like that with it.
Yeah, it seems like the morals of the streets are just non-existent these days, man.
And that's why people be saying the streets dead, but the streets ain't dead. It's just a lot of people in the streets that ain't nobody talk nothing to. And then when you got a person like me around a lot of young dudes and you try to teach them stuff, they try to make it seem like you badgering them. But it ain't that, man. I'm trying to tell you the right way to do it. You can't do it this way. You gotta have respect. You gotta have morals. You gotta have principles. If you don't, you just gonna be out here doing whatever you wanna do to whoever you wanna do it to. And that ain't how you supposed to be out here moving.
Yeah, because that's what's gonna bring all the heat to you, man.
That was gonna have your ass in jail.
Real shit.
All that playing.
No, it's like what you were saying, like the new generation, these youngins, they don't want to listen at all. Until they go through that shit, even still, when they go through it, they don't care. They still gonna jump back out.
That's why I said, it's just like you said, that was a good question. Like, did I have guidance? Like me, I had a lot of older homeboys And they wasn't too much on too much hot shit or like ignorant shit. So it ain't like I was looking up the robbers. I mean, I got homeboys who done did everything, but my main homeboys who I was looking up to that's a few years older than me, they was trappers. So they was getting their money and staying out the way. So that's kind of how I was brought up to be. Like, get your money, stay out the way. If you hear this about such and such, if you hear that about such and such, you keep that between you and your circle. I ain't no internet nigga. I don't put nothing street on the internet. The only thing street that go on the internet for me is is what you hear in my music. That's it. Other than that, I'm playing around on there. I don't do no gangster shit on the internet. I ain't Peter Parker.
Yeah, I'm happy you brought up the internet because I feel like social media is kind of what made this turn to where it's like people, they putting too much out there these days, right?
My mom used to always tell me, she used to say, she used to tell me, she didn't say don't try to be, she used to tell me I always used to try to be the center of attention. She used to call it the COA. So if we were somewhere and I was doing something and y'all ain't know what that meant, I would've knew what she was saying. She was saying, stop being the COA, and I know what that means. A lot of people just want that attention nowadays, and the internet bring it, you know what I'm saying? See, but me personally, with what I'm trying to do and the way I'm trying to go and the career I'm trying to make, I don't want to make it off of no janky ass shit on the internet. Like, I want to make it because people genuinely like my craft, people genuinely like what I'm selling. I ain't trying to get on here and act like this done happened to me or act like that done happened to me or act like I got a problem with him or him. None of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no attention seeker. Yeah. First of all, I think with what my mama was trying to teach me, she was right, and it changed once I got in the streets. Because shit, when you in the streets, I don't want no attention now. Mm-hmm. Now I'm behind tent, now I'm sliding, now I'm trapping. I got Joes, I got cigarettes, I got everything in this bitch, fire, everything. I don't want no attention. I got 4,000-5,000 on me, this in 2012. I don't want no attention. So I think that's what kind of flipped my mode into being low key or like behind the scenes anyways. The only reason I really be outside is because I rap. Other than that, I'd be in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to be when you're in the streets. You don't want to be seen. You don't want that type of attention. You're going to be dealing with the police, jack boys. Yeah. Everyone going to be out to get you.
Yeah, and I had to learn over time. You know, I used to do shit, post money, post this, post that. Shit, one of my spots got hit for like 70K.
True.
Nigga came in, nigga ain't touched nothing but the shoebox I used to post on Instagram every day.
Right where to go.
So that let me know right there, like, yeah, that's it for all that young nigga shit. I'm on some grown up, adult grown man shit. Like Wayne said, I ain't on no young nigga shit.
Yeah. So besides that, what would you say were some other trials and tribulations you had to go through in your life so far that you had to overcome?
Shit, you know, to be honest, I ain't really get in trouble a lot when I was younger, but I done ran into some trouble lately, but you know, I'm handling that. I can't speak on it too much, but I'm handling that. I got my lawyers and stuff like that, so I'm handling that. And then, you know, just street shit like I said, that I don't put on the internet, but you know, that type of shit happen when you from a certain place and you running with a lot of guys, and sometimes this may happen or that may happen, and we all family, so we all gonna be together when shit happens. So, yeah, you know, everybody know what's going on.
Yeah, I feel that's part of the learning curve of, you know, going from the streets into a rapper where you gotta be seen, you gotta be posting and everything, is making that transition to like, damn, man, I can't be moving the way I used to. I can't be.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, one time we were moving flaky on the way to one of my shows, and something bad happened and somebody got injured and whatever, but you know, that was a life-changing experience because the person who got injured, you know, they can't never use their legs again. So it just taught me, like, you know, sometimes you gotta move the right way, even if you might not necessarily be the target, or even if you is the target, shit, you gotta move the right way. Moving flaky will have somebody hurt that probably ain't had nothing to do with this. This was a cameraman, this ain't even a regular person. True. This wasn't even nobody who was with the clique, like who grew up with us. This is a person who was really here for a service. You get what I'm saying? To do a service. Changed his life forever. But you know how that shit go.
Yeah. So what made you start rapping? I feel like this came later on in your life, right?
I wouldn't say that. I think I took it serious later than I should have. I'd say I was rapping. I just was making one video a year, 4-5 songs a year. Listening to him with people like my little cuz and letting him just boost my head up. Yeah, big cuz, this shit hard. You know, when he was a jit. This shit hard, this shit gas, let's shoot a video. And then it's like, shit, after a while, it was like I had to ram me up some money, and I was able to pay for studio time and pay for video mins and do it the way I wanted to. It was like, shit, it's time now. And when I Turn My Scale Off, I think that was my first serious video. Like, that was the first video I put money behind, put it on the promotion pages. You know what I'm saying? Bought the beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the smallest shit. Like, that's the first beat I think I ever bought.
Oh, shit. Really handle business on
Yeah.
that shit.
So that's when I say I started taking it serious. But I was rapping before that, though.
Okay. And Turn My Scale Off, that shit went crazy when you first dropped it, right?
Yeah, that shit went crazy. But I was, the biggest song I was on before that was probably that I Need a Lick with me and OTM Frenchie.
Okay, bet.
So if a lot of people that's gonna watch this done heard that song. So that was probably the biggest song. That's where most people really know I rap from. And then after that, it was like, shit, I gotta take it serious.
Okay.
But Turn My Scale Off went crazy.
Yeah. Did that catch you off guard, the success from that song, or did you kind of plan that out, considering you were putting so much money behind it too?
The success from the song didn't catch me off guard because I had to let a lot of people hear it before I dropped it. Now what caught me off guard was like, I say what caught me off guard was how good it didn't do. Cause sometimes, bro, when we be starting the rap career, we be gullible. You think cause you get a lot of little likes on Instagram or a lot of Triller views that when you post this shit on YouTube, it's gonna go through the roof. All in all, YouTube is a whole nother platform.
Yeah,
you post that shit on YouTube,
everything.
you get 10 views in a day. So like, I guess I was most surprised on like, damn, bitch, you got a lot of work to do, boy, cause you put some shit on YouTube, you done did this raw ass video, you got all this jewelry on, all these clothes, and I had to start learning all that shit don't really matter. You got to build this shit. So now I'm kind of building, you know?
Yeah. Then you followed up with that Better Days. That shit was crazy too.
Yeah, Better Days. He was in that was the day you got out of jail, wasn't it?
Oh, for real?
That was the day he got out of prison. So that was the day he got out of prison. He just got off papers yesterday. So yeah, he was in that video.
And I think the first one I heard or that I remember is that Toast.
Yeah, see you on that King Hawk 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first album. Yeah, I mean, when I recorded that album, I was a little green though, cause I ain't really know how to put hooks. I didn't know how to formulate the song. I just used to get on the beat and just go in.
But I think that's what made it sound so raw.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, because it makes you listen to the lyrics like, bro, he really talking that shit.
But that shit be hard to perform though in the clubs, cause it be
No,
like,
that's true.
damn, bitch, I gotta sit here for like 4 straight minutes and rap the whole song, no break, no, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I had to start learning how to kind of place you know what I'm saying?
Did you start getting booked for shows back then? This is what, 2021?
Yeah, I was charging probably about what, $1,500 a stat.
Yeah.
They started
Gotta start somewhere though.
Yeah, I had to start somewhere.
How did that make you feel though? You know, to be able to start getting paid off this shit.
I liked it, cause I never really been too big of a clubber until I moved to Tallahassee. That's when I started going out a lot. But once you can start getting paid to go, shit, $1,500 was good enough for me back then. I take everything, like me personally, I ain't no person I'm not greedy. So like, if I'm getting something off of music that I never thought I was gonna ever be a rapper when I was a kid. Like, that's not something I thought. I'm cool with me being able to do this interview with you. Like, shit, this ain't something I would have been doing if I wasn't doing music. So this is a perk of doing music, you know what I'm saying? So I take the smallest shit and blow it up like a picture. I love it.
Nah, for real.
Yeah.
When did you move to Tallahassee and what inspired you to go up there?
I moved to Tallahassee about 9-10 years ago.
Okay.
And what inspired me, it's crazy, it's a crazy story. I was at my mama's house, and it's back before I had a car, cause I ain't have no license and stuff, so I ain't have no car. I was like 19. I was at my mama's house, you know, so it was time for me to go back to my spot, which my house at the time was me and my homeboy, we shared a trap. So that was where I stayed at, cause I'm 19, I can't get my own shit. You know what I'm saying? This 2012, 2013, I ain't know nothing. So once my dog said you could give me half and come out here and trap with me, get what?
Oh, hell yeah,
I'm paying half the rent. He got a baby mama, so he leave every night. Now I get to come in here and stay here and sleep here and trap here all night. I get to sell my dope all night. You feel me? So I was at my mama's house and I asked her to take me home to the spot. She had never been there before though, ever. Cause of course I had never made her ever take me there. For some reason, I think I ain't had no cash on me, or I might have had lost it gambling, so I needed her to take me home, cause I couldn't call a cab. This before, I ain't know about no Uber
and all that shit, right?
So I couldn't call a cab. We used to dial 7777777. That's how we used to get home, red cab.
Yep.
So I said, Mom, can you take me home? So when we get there, long story short, she looking around, so she see people lined up at the door and shit. She like, this where you at? This where you done been at? I'm like, yeah, this where I stay at, you feel me? So she know what's going on, cause she always see me pocket full of money and shit. So she like, man, she like, before you get in trouble out here, you should try to get back in school. So I'm like, nah. You know, at first I'm like, hell nah, I'm doing good. I got my own little spot. The hoes be coming through here, everything. Then I get back to the hood and I asked my homies in the hood what they thought about it. And all of them surprisingly told me, they were like, shit, you should try it. Like, and I don't know, mad because the nigga was getting money shit, because they taught me how to get the money. I was the last one. They was 14, 13 with the bullshit. You feel me? I told you, I thought I was going to the league.
Yeah.
So I was the last one, so they wasn't on no salty hating shit because I was getting money. They taught me how to get the money. They had more money than me. So they was just like, little bro, you should try it. I had never got in trouble, never had no record. So shit, I went. But when I went, I just got up there and I never started.
For real?
Yeah, never. I ain't go one day.
What school was you supposed to go to? FSU?
I was supposed to go to TCC, then transfer to FAMU.
Okay.
You feel me? But my mama really had like a medical problem the first year I was there, which is why I didn't go. But once that medical problem was over with and she was ready to help me get in, I was swinging already. It was over with. It wasn't no school. I had them bought me an Audi, a Benz. I had them moved to the 25th floor of the condo. It was over with, man. It was over with. I had them gave her some crazy shit to have. Like, it was over with. It wasn't nothing.
What'd you think of Tallahassee when you first got up there, though?
I thought it was a little bit slower than where I'm from, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It's the
It's
same.
a big college town.
Yeah, it's faster really,
Yeah.
because you got them schools in it. But it's the same thing. Like I said, man, in my opinion, if you don't stay in a major city in the United States, most of this shit the same. It's gonna be corner stores and gas. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit. Going back to the music, I know you had worked with Peezy and Babyface Ray, man.
Yep.
What made you want to lock in with them?
With Ray, I was signed to Say La Vie back then, and Ray came to the studio that we record at to record. And the label was like, shit, you want to meet him and try to get a song with him? And I met him and we did the Too Much Money song. He cool. When I went to Detroit to do the video, he looked out for me, pulled up, did the video, invited me to his house to watch the playoffs, but I had done got high and fell asleep in the hotel room. And then with Peezy, I had posted my Triller on Instagram, and bruh DM'd me and was just like, this shit hard. And then I was like, shit, can you get on it for me? And he was like, send it. And I sent it to him, and he sent me the song back in like an hour maybe.
Damn, he was ready.
Yeah, so that's how I linked up with Peezy. And then we did the video in Miami and shit. We've been, I fuck with Peezy. We've been cool ever since.
Nah, that's real love. That's some organic shit right there.
Most of the people that I ever did, I probably only had to pay for like 2 features in my whole.
For real?
Yeah. I won't say I ain't never paid for one. That'd be cap. I done paid for like 2, but I didn't pay for one. The label paid for.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like that.
Pop My Shit. You and Dlow, man. How did this song get made, man?
Me and Dlow, like I said, me and Dlow, we had a relationship before any one of us kind of got on the level we on now. You know, he on a super level right now. Gone. And then we used to just be talking on the phone. This before we did any song, we used to just be chopping it up about the music industry. Like, I used to be telling him what I knew and what I was learning. He used to regurgitate it to me and tell me what he knew and what he was learning. And then he was just like, man, we might well do one. And then he sent me 2 songs. And then he asked me which one I liked, and I liked that one. So I did the verse to it. I sent it back to him. And on the 4th of July, he told me he wanted to do the video on the 4th of July in his neighborhood. So once I got done eating with my family and stuff in St. Pete, me and Black, we drove down there, me, Black, and Ted, my homeboy Ted, it was 3 of us. We drove down there to his neighborhood on the 4th, in the middle of his neighborhood, and we did the video, just us 3, with him and all his people. And that's basically how that song came about right there.
Damn.
And then whenever he in the area and I'm in the area, he'll let me come and let me open up and do the song with him or whatever. He a real one, for sure.
And that's video went crazy, man.
We never thought that was gonna happen.
For real?
Cause at that time I think his biggest song was like rotation. I'm in rotation like something. So I think that was his biggest song. And then once we dropped Pop My Shit, we was like, damn, that bitch, they like that.
Yeah.
We definitely need to get in there and do a part 2.
No, absolutely, man. Because it's like y'all got really good chemistry on
Yeah, me and him got good chemistry.
I was thinking you guys were in the studio together, you know.
Oh, no. Yeah, he said that to me. But that's why I said, you know, bruh so gone right now. That's why I said he on the move so much. But we gonna get in there and do another couple of them, because we know it's obvious the fans like the way we sign to go.
Absolutely.
So I'm pretty sure he gonna be ready.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the music scene in St. Pete right now today?
In St. Pete, I mean, you know, they got one of the big artists from St. Pete, Rod Wave. He's like probably the top artist in Florida right now. One of the top artists in the game. So, I mean, he doing, you know, he holding it down for the city, and then besides him, I think after him is me. And then after me, it's some young niggas coming up and stuff, but like I said, I be trying to motivate them, just tell them, like, you gotta keep putting the work in, because it wasn't easy for me to get my little clout up, my little buzz, so just gotta keep putting the work in, keep dropping, keep running your money up, putting your money back into the music, and it'll work. Yeah. It's slow, but it's coming.
Yeah, and even outside of St. Pete, I see a lot of the bigger artists from Florida really fucking with each other, especially supporting you too. Bro.
Yeah, for sure, because I ain't gonna lie, we just done realize, like, shoot, it ain't gonna work if everybody jealous or hating on each other. Like, one thing I be trying to do is genuinely be happy for other people's success. So that's just like even Dlow, like, bro, gone now. I love it. My boy Richey, Wizz, all them boys, whoever. Like, if you gone and you doing good, I love it. Cause you gotta be genuinely happy for people's success in order for you to be able to get some of the fruits that you want for your label. You know, God ain't gonna give it to you if you can say you happy for a nigga, but if you hating on the inside, he ain't finna give it to you. You ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, because you know, supporting someone else is not gonna block your shine.
Yeah,
you know
hell no. That's why I say I like that everybody mess with each other in Florida. C Stunner, Low Shimmy, Golden, ATM, everybody. Everybody just kind of just make music together and we just all feed off each other.
Real shit.
You know, it's still work to do now. Cause you know, it could be collab tapes, it could be projects, it could be joints, it could be joint this, joint that. So it's still work to do, y'all boys, but we doing good right now though. We doing good,
man. All right, so we got the new project, man, King Hawk 2. Talk about the creative process that went into this. Were these songs you've been sitting on? Is this all brand new shit, or?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. And if you follow me on the ground, you know this. I got a private parking garage because I live in a condo. In my parking spot, since I had my son, I don't smoke in the house no more. So what I found myself doing a lot was probably from like 12 to like 5, 6 in the morning. Since I had my son, he's 17 months old now. Since I had him, I do that every night.
Oh, shit.
I sit in my car, in my parking spot, in my parking garage, and I listen to beats. And I start basically my creative process. So my whole tape was basically made in that parking spot.
Oh, shit.
Every beat I pick, every lyric I wanted to punch in, I don't write, but sometimes if I'm listening to a beat and I think of something, I jot it down so I don't forget the flow or the tempo. But basically that whole tape was made, the creative process was me sitting in my car in my parking spot, smoking weed and Black and Miles back to back to back to back to back from 12 to 6 in the morning for 17 months.
Oh shit.
That's how that tape got made.
Is that your first kid?
Yep.
Okay.
First one.
So talk about fatherhood these past 17 months, man.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, that's my little dude. That's my little man. He like my twin. He my protege. I don't like, since I had my son, I don't like nothing better than that.
Yeah.
Like, that's the best shit ever. Anybody who ain't did it yet, or if you thinking about it, man, that's the best shit ever to have somebody that you can look at and they grow every day and they start to look more and more and more like you.
He act like you and everything.
Act like me. He starting to talk now.
Yep.
You know, I get him fresh a little bit sometimes. He a kid, so I really let him dirty. I buy him like little Air Force Ones and stuff, so he could dirty it up. Cause I get tired of buying the Jordans and
they grow too quick too.
He kill them.
Them shits will be done in a month.
I just told myself, you know what? I'm gonna let him grow up and be a kid, and then when he get about 4, 5, 6, he'll start. He can start standing with his daddy in the paint. For sure.
Yeah, you know, having a kid will definitely change your perspective on life and just, you know, even just the way that you live your life too, man. You realize, shit, I got something to live for.
I literally go pick him up every day from school. I take him home, I stay in there with him, and like I said, come 10, 11, 12 o'clock, you know what I do? I go get me some guards, some blacks, and I come back home and sit in that parking spot till about 5, 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's what I do every day, literally every day. I did it 2 days ago before we came up here.
Okay. All right, so let's talk about some of these songs on the project, man. Talk about that Choose one, because fans eating this shit up too, man.
The Choose one, you know, me and Brody, then we already be knowing we supposed to have so much music together, but it's 3 of us, so everybody kind of be in different places all the time, but we already knew when we recorded that song in Miami, like we got the recording process of that song on YouTube also, the session.
Yep.
We knew when we recorded it was gas, like we already knew. It was vibes in the studio, it was weed, it was liquor, it was a lot of dudes in there with chains and jewelry on. It was just popular, a lot of females, so we already knew that was the right mode to be in for that song.
Yeah, I'm sure you knew fans were gonna eat this shit up, man.
We already knew it.
Yeah.
And we know, we basically, and to be honest, we know anything we all three of us do together that they'll eat it up.
Oh, absolutely.
If we drop a project right now today, a surprise project tonight, I guarantee you, I bet everything on my neck within the next 2 days, that bitch be #1 on Apple Music.
Nah, I believe that shit.
I don't know how long it's gonna be #1, but I bet everything on my neck. If me, B, and Swizz drop a collab tape right now, tonight, out of nowhere, no promotion, no nothing, within 48 hours, it'll be #1 tape on Apple Music. So.
Y'all got a lot of unreleased music you got sitting on?
We got a couple songs.
Okay.
I got them all in my phone. We got like 2 or 3 of them. But we did them the same night we did Choose One.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so, you know, we don't like them no more. We were just trying to get in there, you know.
Moving on to the new
shit.
shit.
It's time to get in there and get some more beats cooked up and get it going again.
Yeah. What about that bigger picture, you and Tyler?
I recorded that at my personal studio by myself, and when I
Okay.
recorded it, my engineer was just so fucked up by it. He was like, man, I love this song when you say So, I ain't gonna lie. And then me and Tyler had already been in communications about doing a song, so once I posted the Triller and the Triller went crazy, it was my best post ever at the time on Instagram.
Oh, shit.
I said, yeah, I got to send this one to Lil Brody, because Lil Brody, he hard too. That's when he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit went crazy too. when
Yeah,
y'all
that shit
dropped the
went
video,
crazy. That's
yeah.
why I said that shit went crazy. You know, I be kind of directing my own videos. Even,
Oh, for real?
Shout out Counterpoint though. Counterpoint helped me out a lot.
Okay.
And shout out Shot by Tiz. They helped me out a lot with the videos. Shout out Chris too. Chris helped me too. But I kind of be already having the idea once I make the song how the video need to look. I already be knowing.
Nah, which makes sense. It's your, it's your art. You should be able to see that vision that you want for this shit.
Yeah,
too.
I'm a real artist, man. I'm a real artist all around.
So, talking about that Forever Thug and the intro song, that shit hard.
It's crazy. I recorded that song like August 2023.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I recorded that song a long time ago. I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling like King Hawk 1 when I went in there that day. You get what I'm saying? But I ended up making my engineer paste the first 8 bars to the end. That's why it sounded like a hook, but it's really not.
Okay.
It really was all the way through, like, you feel me? But yeah, that was just one of them days where I went in there feeling like, yeah, I could get on any kind of beat and be a rapper.
Did you know that was gonna be the intro as soon as he recorded it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew it was gonna either be the intro or the outro.
Okay.
One of the two.
Yeah. The back to ball in that video is going crazy. Man. Fans eating that shit.
This the crazy. Now that's the craziest song on the album. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I literally recorded that song 48 hours before I turned the album on.
For real. That's
That's
the
the
newest one on
last
there?
song that I put on there.
Okay.
That song not supposed to be on there, period. That's what's so crazy. It's the last song that I added. I called them like, yeah, don't turn it in yet. I got one more song. Like, that's what Back to Ballin is. Straight up, it was the last song I recorded, the last song that I added to it. And for some reason, for the 2-3 weeks in between turning it in and dropping the tape, I kept listening to it and I was like, damn, this bitch hard. And then I told my new label, STB, shout out STB Secure the Bag, Ryan Kane. I told Ryan, I said, man, I think I want to shoot this one in Cali because we was already going to California. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this one in Cali, and we shot it. And I decided to drop it first. And to be honest, to this date, it's my best video. Like, it's been out 40 days. I think it's at like 370,000 views, something like that. Right now. Yeah, so that's my best video to date. So I think that's gonna be my first solo million view video.
Yeah,
it's
time for that shit.
It'll probably be about 4 more months, but it'll happen.
Shit, you never know. That shit might take
Yeah, it
off
might. I ain't gonna lie, it might take off because it's still going. It's still getting like 6,000-7,000 views a day.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, I've been out for a month and a half. So it's doing good. That's my favorite song off the album, of course.
Okay. Yeah. That's why you push for that shit to be on there, right?
Yeah.
So how'd you connect with Ryan, or did he reach out to you, or what was that?
Yeah. They reached out to me back in the day. I was signed to Say La Vie. They reached out to me, and he offered me a nice little deal, and I was able to buy out my deal with Say La Vie.
Okay.
So I bought out from with them. Shout out to them too, though. They took good care of me. Without them, I would have never got Ryan's attention. You get what I'm saying? Shife, Jay, Stan, shout out to them, Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Everybody down there. And then, yeah, Ryan hit me up. He was like, we want to work with you. Ryan was willing to partner with him, but it didn't go that way. So I ended up having to get the deal, get the money from Ryan and buy out from them. So what I did, I got the money from Ryan, I bought out from them, and now I'm with him. And you know, from me being with him, from the time I left from them and now I'm with him and things even getting better and better. So my advice to artists, like, you know, sometimes you might have to give up a little bit to get a little bit, or you might have to push and pull, but sometimes you're gonna have to sign a deal because it's hard to fund your own career. It's hard to shoot $10,000, $15,000 videos out your pocket. Like, I can shoot them every other week if I want to. A regular nigga ain't gonna shoot no $10,000, $15,000 video every other week. So if you wanna really be creative in this shit, you might need a bag behind you. And it might not be Universal, it might not be Atlantic, but as long as it's a good situation for you and you can manage it, you can always be a contract killer. You feel me? So if you're a contract killer, like, you gotta think, shit, obviously I kinda killed the first one. That's why I was able to get the second deal and buy out of it, buy out the first one. You feel me? So now I'm trying to kill this one. So one of these big labels could come and offer me 10 million.
Yeah.
That's just how the business go. And I'm pretty sure STB and Ryan don't got a problem with me saying that, because that's just how the business go.
Of course, yeah. Yeah, and even, you know, besides the funding, it's sometimes even the plugs that the labels
that too. Yeah,
get
because
you on these playlists.
Yeah, like even this right here, what we doing right now, shit, this not something that as an independent artist I would have knew how to reach out and get done. I ain't gonna act like I'm retarded. I would have been able to do it. But you know what I'm saying? It's easier when the people know the people.
Yeah.
So now all I had to do was show up, meet you, and now we locked in. So now if I need to hit you up for him, even though he don't rap, to do it, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, real shit, man. The latest video you dropped is at Social Sites, right?
Yeah.
You know, a different vibe from you, man.
Yeah.
Was that something you had planned intentional? Like, man, let me get something for the ladies.
Yeah. On King Hawk 2, I planned on like putting a lot of music on there. So I was like, everything. You know, they saying a lot of people sound the same. A lot of people sound the same. People just I don't think they music be sounding the same. I think they just got some of the same flows. Me, I always try to come different on every beat. So I thought Social Sites was one of the beats where it was a different flow for me, and that's why I wanted to shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? One thing about them videos though, boy, it's hard to get them to do good, especially because how bad the Ballin is. I just told my brother the other day, I said, Social Sites and Forever Thuggin ain't doing what Back to Ballin did, because Back to Ballin still hogging up all the views every day. Everybody still listening to that, so we ain't tripping. Yeah. Back to Ballin.
But it's gonna recommend that.
Yeah. That's why I say it's going. They starting to do better now. But I told my brother, I said, I think everybody's still listening to Back to Ballin, because that bitch go up every day.
So that's the one you need to keep pushing.
That's the one I need to push.
What challenge for that bitch? Come on.
I'm telling you. Yeah. That's why I say I might have to.
Maybe through a remix.
Yeah.
Dlow, throw him on that shit.
Yeah.
You should be out of there with that.
Yeah. You on to something now.
Come on, man. I'm full of good ideas. Should fans expect the deluxe, or you just on to the next project? You recording. You just said
I am dropping the deluxe, man. I'm gonna go and say it.
Okay.
I'm dropping the deluxe May 31st.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so King Hawk 2.5, the deluxe, 9 songs.
Okay.
Including Back to Ballin, of course.
Yeah.
And then I got 3 features on there. I think I'm gonna say the features, but I gave y'all the date, May 31st.
Say no more.
You know what I'm saying? The deluxe come out, King Hawk 2.5.
Okay.
And then, you know, we just gonna keep going. We gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Cause King Hawk 2 hit the Apple charts. I never thought that was gonna happen. So now I'm motivated to just keep dropping.
No, absolutely, yeah. Just keep that consistency going too, man.
I need to go top 50 now.
Where did it peak at?
106.
Okay.
Yeah. 106. I told myself, I ain't gonna lie, that's like $1 million play for me.
Not bad for an independent artist, you know? So what's some of your goals with this rap shit, whether it's short term or long term now?
One of my short term goals is to make a lot of money. One of my long term goals is to use it to branch off into different stuff like acting.
Okay.
Social, I want to get into like social justice type of stuff, and I want to learn a lot of stuff just by trying to help the community, different like poverty, like improve poverty around the United States and black communities, stuff like that. And not even always just black. Like I got friends of other cultures too. So like if I could get involved with the Spanish communities or whatever, like whoever really just embrace me and let me kind of pour back into the communities, I'm with it.
Not real shit.
Tripping.
Nah, I salute you for doing that, because that's shit that really matters.
Yeah. When I get my money, I want to try to get back to everybody. You ain't gotta just be black, like, you know. Yeah. There's other people that's struggling in the world too. I done seen white people use food stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Going to the acting, what do you feel like would be a good role for you?
Something like Snowfall.
Okay.
Maybe like Nino Brown if they remake that. Yeah, like, you know, it gotta be something like that. You know, I could play probably I can't be Denzel, but I could play a part in Training Day. You know what I'm saying? He could come, you know what I'm saying? He could come fuck with me for a couple minutes. He fucking with Snoop. He was fucking with Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Baby boy, I could do all the, you know what I could do? I could do what I'm supposed, but I ain't gonna lie. I think after I would do all that stuff, I think I would be able to branch off into maybe being a detective or.
I was gonna ask, like, would you play a cop?
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you play a snitch, though?
Yeah, in a movie. This business. One thing about me, I'm a businessman, so if you're gonna pay me $750,000 to do 20 minutes of snitching in a movie, let's do it. We on.
Didn't Snoop snitch in Training Day?
Yeah, shit. Snoop coughed that dope up with the talent. You better. Denzel about to do it to you out here. There you go. You know, it's a movie, it's business. See, one thing people can't be ignorant about business. When there's money involved and you ain't got to go against your morals, which in my opinion, I won't snitch in real life, but if I'm acting, it's acting. That's what acting is.
It's a big difference, you know?
I snitch all day in a movie. I'd be Pookie in a movie, crackhead. I won't smoke no crack in real life.
Gee, what's some advice you would share to the youth coming up right now today?
My advice to the youth, man, is stay in school and just don't be a follower, man. Be a leader, be outspoken. If you see your friends or the people that you claim to rock with or your clique or your hood or whatever you want to call it, if you see them people going left and you know they supposed to go right, say something. Don't be afraid to be the outspoken one, because one thing about it, man, if you giving somebody positive advice and they don't want to listen to you, then that probably ain't the person you should want to be around. And I want to teach my son, so that's what I tell the youth. Like, if you telling somebody something right and they refusing and always refusing what's right, you probably need to stay from around that person, because they're gonna put you in a situation that's very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So that's my advice. Just be a leader. Don't be afraid to be outspoken. Just because you think somebody might down talk your intelligence or downplay how smart you is. Like, I've always been my smartest homeboy, so they don't mind when I talk, do y'all? He my cousin, but you know what I'm saying? I'm always correcting, because I know shit, like, if we really want to go and do something positive in life, you can't have ignorant people around you letting you just do ignorant shit all the time. So that's my advice to the youth.
No, that's wise words right there.
So,
yeah. All right, G, you got any shout outs you'd like to give before you wrap it up here, man?
Shout out to label STB, man, Ryan. Shout out my hood, 38th Wood Boys. Shout out my mama, my daddy, my family, you know, and shout out my baby mama and my little boy, little 3. You already know how I'm coming.
Bitch, I'm back to ballin'. Might open up my trap, they done got back to callin'. Back to trickin', might go and bust my wrist, this bitch like half a chicken.